Hey people, it's Teal Gamer here with a video regarding Grim Dawn I'll be posting on the forum of the official site that go over some major problems and flaws with this game that need to be addressed and fixed ASAP. Now, the developers want feedback. That's what this video is. Now, before getting into the things in this video, I'm going to point out two things. Number one, the development team and the people involved in making this game know how the game works. They understand the principles and the mechanics. Number two, the same applies to the people who have beta tested this and played this for countless hours. They have no problems playing this and the mechanics in the game, and they understand it. The fact of the matter is, this video is coming from a standpoint who's not involved in this game, who's picked it up for the very first time and knows nothing about it. So you can't take developer information and player information and apply that to me, or, a player that's never played this, and try to say what the player's talking about is trolling, just because both parties know and understand how the game mechanics work. That does not work with this. You can't blame a new player for not knowing what you know. So, getting right into that, the first thing I'm going to go over is the class system. I was under the assumption that there's a class system in this game. Now, if there is a class system in this game, clearly the people who played it already know it's there, and so do the developers. However, the problem is that's not relevant because, first of all, the class system doesn't exist on the creation screen where it normally is in any game, and two, there's no mention of it anywhere in the game by text message on the screen, nothing, that there's a class system in this game. So trying to say that somebody's supposed to know that there's a class system in this game when it's not where it's supposed to be and it's been hidden, if it's even in here, is idiotic. You cannot tell somebody they're supposed to know something when they have no way of knowing about it. Two, the portal, all right? The personal portal, or personal rift, I should say. The game explains how to get to town. The problem is, how do you get back to that portal? I have not been able to figure out how to get back to that portal, and nor should I have to figure it out. The two things that I've mentioned in this video, right now, if I press M, my portal is nowhere on the screen. I was literally up here somewhere. If I click on this, you didn't explain anything on how this map system works. If I open this map and I'm doing a portal, you need to explain that, there's no portal icon on here. I'm going to have to go back up and walk all the way through. And this is getting seriously annoying because I can obviously get to town, but I can't get back to the portal from town. So you have a problem with this. And again, you developers know how this works. If you can even do that. Maybe you made the game like this on purpose. But if you can get back, you can't blame me for not knowing because you didn't explain it. And same thing with the players. There's no way a player is supposed to know how to get back here when you haven't explained it. Clearly, it was explained how to get to town. So the point I'm making here is, these are just two of the issues. How does the development team think it's a good idea to remove the class system from where it's supposed to be and then hide it, if it's even in the game, and then have people use a portal, but only make it one way, if it is one way? And if it's not one way, you need to explain it's not one way and how to get back to it, which you didn't do. So again, I'm going to basically state that to the developers of this game, you need to put a full-blown tutorial in this. You literally need to have a tutorial off of the main menu that goes over every single gameplay basic, and it's got to be narrated with somebody's voice. So basically like what I'm doing now. Okay, so if you want to get back to town, this is what you do. Now to get back here, you do this, this, and this. This is what it looks like. So you have the developer narrating the damn tutorial off of this, because you cannot expect a new player to pick this up and without any hints or instructions on this whatsoever, expect them to magically know what people who've been playing this game already know, or the development team already knows because they put it together. You can't apply this knowledge that you guys have to a new player and expect them to magically know this. You guys need to put a tutorial in this game, period. So, it's not again, I just want to point out, with all due respect, it's not a player's job to go finishing and looking stuff up how to do things. They get a game to play a game. not get a game to spend stupendous amounts of time outside the game trying to get information from third-party sources or wherever to have that information explained for in the game. The information I'm talking about is simply in the game. And to do a tutorial, you could simply do it like this. Okay, if the crafting, we use crafting for example, because right now I have a piece of something. It says right-click to combine. Okay, right-clicking doesn't combine it with anything. That is not an instruction. Okay, if you right-click this, it just picks it up. Okay, it's not explained what you're doing with this. So you can't just say, hover over it and say right-click to combine, and then when somebody does, not have any information about what to do with it. And it doesn't matter whether you think it's obvious or not. The point is that it needs an instruction for the people who've never played this game. So you could state this. Okay, when you right-click, we're gonna combine an item. To combine an item, you need A, B, and C, and D. Once you've met all that criteria, you need to do this, this, and this with it. And as an example, we're going to give you the parts to do this right now so you understand how to do it. In the future, you're going to need to go look for whatever the parts, if any, and then you use that base principle throughout the rest of it. It's really not that difficult to make a tutorial. And so pretty much you guys need to do an entire tutorial of every single gameplay basic that's in this, from opening the map to moving around to doing everything. And so it doesn't interfere with other players. You should put it off of the main menu. It's just a suggestion. So, the Steel Gamer signing off. Have a good day. Hopefully you guys take this to heart.